Want to decode the secrets to human behavior and that elusive art of charisma, don't we all? Well, today I'm summarizing this book about charismatic communication by Vanessa Van Edwards. And I'll give you this key secret. This is the magic formula. Warmth and competence equals charisma. Now, charisma is all about balance. If you want to appear competent, lower your voice and maintain direct eye contact. But don't forget warmth as well. That's about building rapport through small talk, and that's just as crucial because we want to move flexibly within this scale depending on what the actual message is. Ideally, we want to match other people's communication styles, and this will help build rapport because people subconsciously pick up on the cues, making them feel understood and connected. Have you ever noticed how sometimes emotions appear almost contagious? When I work as a GP, sometimes somebody comes in and you can feel they're anxious and you're almost feeling anxious as well. Well, this is emotional contagion. And by interpreting and controlling your own cues, you can better understand other people's feelings and potentially influence the interactions quite powerfully. Because if you can control your cues, then you can align them with your points, augmenting these, allowing you to become a more powerful, effective communicator. So there was actually an example in this book about a doctor talking to children, the parents. And interestingly, the proposition was to start by speaking to the child, and that built a bit of rapport, and then the parents tended to relax a bit. Leaning forward often shows interest, while us leaning back can show distance. Now, don't cross your arms, because it makes you appear closed. Instead, turn your body towards others, fronting them to show interest. Or if you want to actually get away because you've got other things or have other reasons, if you're turning away like this, they soon know that you're not up for a chat at that point. Ideally, we want to get on the same level as the other person. And that's a common tip. If somebody's sitting down, sit down or kneel down next to them. You don't want to be looking down and posing at them or craning your neck, looking up. And if we can also use physical bridges, it can actually enhance a communication and help it go well. You'd say, what is a physical bridge, Chris? I don't build bridges. Well, this is just really giving them something. So if you can hand them an object, that's ideal. And there's been a few studies, I believe, that have shown giving somebody a warm cup of tea and then they think you're warm. Probably coffee and other warm things would work fine. Eye contact. Now this isn't just about looking, it's about seeing emotions. A head tilt can increase warmth. A nodding shows agreement and understanding. So show your emotions and make them look more memorable. If you want to look powerful, then you should check your shoulders, relax them, and add some space between your shoulders and your earlobes. If you can place your feet slightly wider than usual and keep your hands straight and relaxed. This looks a bit more like a robot, but creating a bit of space between your arms and torso. This is how powerful people will often stand. And I think the key person when I'm doing that, I'm thinking the old President Bush used to walk around kind of like that. The other thing powerful and confident people try and often do is they don't waste their energy on purposeless movement. So just take a moment to think about that. The other thing is steepling. This can make you appear very knowledgeable. And it's like you're placing your hands like a church steeple. And it's a universal display of confidence because it expands your space. I've already, by doing that, I've got my hands out and I'm not kind of trying to walk like a gorilla. And it makes you also appear relaxed as well. Weirdly, if you're working on a device, even the size of the screen can make you feel more powerful. So if you're on a small laptop, plug it into a larger external display monitor, then you may feel more powerful in those Teams meetings that I'm sure you're enjoying. Remember the Nixon-Kennedy debate? Nixon in this had poor posture, nervous movements, and that contrasted with Kennedy's confident demeanor. In all honesty, I don't remember that either, but there's plenty of videos of this on YouTube. And Kennedy's purposeful movements made him look like a true leader, and he went on to win. Although I understand Nixon had had a leg injury prior to the debate, so it's kind of rubbing his leg a bit and things, and not looking as a powerful true leader perhaps should. Be mindful of blocking gestures. And these are things like blinking rapidly or covering your mouth. These can signal nervousness. And if you notice these cues in others, don't just think, oh, they look nervous. Think, oh, they may be unnerved. How can I soothe their anxiety by building some rapport? And remember, everybody is different. Everybody's calibrated differently. Some people prefer space. Others might just want a comforting word. Look out for the shame cue. This is lightly touching the forehead with a downward glance, and if you see that, you may want to share something that mutual vulnerability, or perhaps slow down the conversation because it's getting too intense for them. Finally, be aware of an important thing to look out for. This is unchecked contempt, and this can easily turn to disrespect and hatred. And contempt often looks like a smirk with a kind of raised corner of the mouth. And you really want to address that early to keep any relationships you're in healthy. So there you have it. If you can do all that, it'll master your charismatic communication, and picking up on those subtle cues may help. And some people don't really like eye contact as much, but you can almost make eye contact thinking, I'm looking at their face, what are the subtle cues that I'm picking up from? So I hope you've enjoyed that, and now you're a powerful communicator. You're able to share this video with other people to enjoy, and hopefully like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.